Ciao, it's Pop Pumpkinhead, it's your boy Sweet Lou, with a micro update on the porcelain pumpkin out in front of our house. We just got back from a trip and this guy just showed up. Was wild pollinated and it's in the front yard. There's no habitat for it. It's going to be exposed to the raccoons we know are around here, and squirrels and dogs and things. So in order to protect it, I'm just going to secure the fruit in a plastic bag. I'm going to cover it up with that and then tie it off, and just hope that that's enough of a detractor to keep birds and things from trying to eat it. So I'll set up the camera and show you how I do that. Pick up the bag. Just find the. It's got one tie. So make sure that's on the top. Put the fruit into the basket. Lifting it up very gently. Oh wow, okay. Looks like. Oh wow, okay. Looks like this is sunk a taproot. This section here has sunk a taproot. The water must be moist enough. So I've got to pull that up a little bit in order to get the pumpkin to a point where I can get underneath it. Maybe see it down there. Oh gosh, okay. Alright, so that's okay. I can just get that up. Yeah, a small injury now could be fatal to this guy, so you gotta be really gentle. Okay. Alright. Okay. No twisting, no twisting. Alright. There we go. It is bagged up. So that should be enough with room for it to grow. Enough protection not to get munched. Okay, so that's Rocky the porcelain pumpkin. May he grow well. He looks like he might have a friend starting down the line, but they don't always stay. Okay, great. Well, while we're doing this, I'll show you this is the Crunchkins. It's actually twin Crunchkins. If I'd known they would grow this big and this bushy, I probably wouldn't have had two of them so close to each other. Because now we have a whole forest and it makes it hard to hunt for squash bugs. And there's definitely squash bugs in there. I just took out two nests, or two, egg clutches. But we've got our first Crunchkin going down here. Can you see me? It's hard to tell. Oh yeah, it's a Crunchkin. It's like a grocery store guy. And they're gonna not get too heavy so they can be supported by these strong bush type arms on this plant. The stalks are pretty strong. Okay, well, that's our micro update. I'll have a bigger one on Watley. Well, actually, you know what? Let's just do this. It's not a micro update. It's gonna be a macro update. Let's run to the back. Hup. Ka-chow, look at that. Boy. Oh. Yeah. Huh? So that's my hand on the ground next to him. Look how big he is. That's my hand on the top. Yeah, 10 days without any attention. I just used Gorilla Tape to take off 2 egg clutches I found on the stalks. And I was in the middle of that when Christina got me and told me about the porcelain pumpkin, which we just named Rocky. So now I'm down here looking under each leaf and at each stalk from as many angles as I can get, trying to find egg clutches and any adult squash bugs that might be out here. It's there's a lot of leaves, so getting to look at it all is kind of hard. And they can hide really anywhere. The egg clutches themselves are not much bigger than a dime. You gotta think of all the surface area of all these leaves. It's a lot of place to hide an egg clutch. So it's more about trying to look from new angles and look in new spaces every day. I'm trying to do a really thorough one today because, boom, we got a big boy to protect. We've been away for 10 days. I killed 1 adult out here. And if it was a laying female, I think they can just lay and lay and lay. Yeah, so let's see. I don't see anything else from this angle. I saw something that looked like an adult, but it might have been from a spider's meal. Let's get into this little crook in the back. All the way down here. That feels like a little secret fort. Looking at the surface level of the dirt where they can really hide because they're gray and black, and wet soil's gray and black. I don't see any right now. Sometimes I blow. See what jiggles if I blow hard enough. Sometimes the squash bugs, the adult squash bugs, will jiggle. Okay, I don't see any right now. I'll continue to search every day or so just to get ahead of any egg clutches if they do start to hatch. They're not super dangerous the first day. They just sort of hang out and drink off of wherever they were planted. It's once they get underneath the pumpkin and they're growing generation after generation under there that you really have to worry about the gourd's safety. And it's only once there's a preponderance of them that you really have to worry about the whole plant's safety. Okay, so that's it. I gotta start working a little bit, but thanks for checking in, pumpkin heads.